Hey everyone, welcome to Real and Raw. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video. Today's topic is going to be about thin privilege and my personal experience with it. So let me start off by saying that I'm 5 foot nothing and I currently weigh 104 pounds. I weigh myself every single day. That makes me feel good about myself to track where I'm at, and no matter what anyone feels about it, it's ultimately how I feel about what I do, right? And I'm not hurting anyone by doing that. But, anyways, I don't want to go too far off of the topic. I just wanted to share that real quick so you guys know where I'm at physically. I have a petite frame, and I'm between an hourglass and an athletic build. I'm like a hybrid of the two. And if I wear a corset, it's even more pronounced, my hourglass shape. I mean, it looks pretty fucking awesome. But my shoulders are slightly wider than my hips. I don't have a true hourglass shape, but it's in between the two for sure, as I've been told by other people and I've seen obviously for myself. And it's more noticeable now that I've lost 20 pounds. Now, last year I weighed 125 pounds. Now I weigh 104. And the way that I got there was by going on a low carb diet for just a few months this year. So for no more than probably about anywhere between 1 and 4 months, I lost the 20 pounds because I was on a very strict low carb slash keto diet. I just wanted the more dainty, cutesy, feminine, and fairy like appearance by becoming smaller. I want to attain more privileges from going after that type of look. And I don't feel bad about that whatsoever. Not like anybody is making me feel bad about wanting that. I have had people kind of like question me like, wow, you're trying to get down to that way. You're trying to get down to 100 pounds, which I am, by the way. I'm trying to get down to 100. I'm 104. 4 pounds ain't shit. You know what I mean? It's just a couple more, not even, obviously not five. But I've had people make comments about me putting out content about how my journey is going, like, well, I haven't been that size since high school. And wow, most of the time it's been positive feedback, like, you go girl, your body goals. Most of the comments have been very positive. Really none have been negative, just maybe some questionable things like, you I can't, wow, you want to be down to that size? That's small. You were already beautiful, which that's still a nice comment. You know what I mean? So I haven't really been hit with from people that I know, because I haven't really been interacting with people that I don't on my other social media accounts. So I've gotten mostly positive, if not interesting feedback. I appreciate that. And even if I got negative feedback, I could give a shit. I don't care. I care about how I feel about myself. I care about what I want for me, no matter what. I know the look that I want, and that's it. And I have no one to answer to or to argue with or to, prove myself to. It's all about me. That's it. And it's like people can do themselves how they wish, and I'm going to obviously do myself how I want to. So, the privileges thus far that I've received are as follows. I feel like I'm looked at more. I'm definitely noticed more. I'm lusted after more, like on dating apps. Definitely have been seen, according to men's comments, more sexually desirable. I've, in particular, about my weight, because I do list a picture of what the weight scale says. And the most recent one that I posted, well, I'm teeter tottering as of the last 2 days between 104.4 and 104.8. Today it was 104.8. But in general, it's 104. So I posted a picture alongside a selfie. Sorry, guys, the fucking internet. It was going out, and I was like, oh, hell no, I don't want to re record this. Good thing it turned back on. But anyway, where was I at? Oh, the privileges. So again, I'm lusted after more. I will say I'm fetishized more because I'm smaller. So I've gotten comments from men on dating apps, not like straight up in person, but like, oh, the things I would do to you, you're so small. I'm getting hard because just thinking about how small you are, like, god damn, just, I mean, I've got some very fetishizing slash lustful comments about my size. So I don't know that that's considered a privilege. If you want, like, to be more sexually desirable, from my experience, that has definitely increased my sexual desirability. And I'm in my late 30s too. And it does help, honestly, that I look 10 years younger than my actual age. Like, I get that constantly. Like, you're not, in your late 30s. Surely you're in your 20s still. I'm like, oh, thank you. You made my entire year with those comments, which are kind of frequent. I'm very thankful, by the way. Thank you, mom and dad, for the genetic setup. I don't know who else. Jesus, thank you, God, for the way that I came out. Could have been worse. Thank you, God. No offense to anyone out there. But anyway, so yeah, the lusting after the fetishization. God, I can't even say that right. Um, I seem to be taken more seriously. It seems. People think that I look cute because I am petite. I'm 5 foot nothing. I weigh 104 pounds. I work with a variety of different age groups, so anywhere from young to old. I'll get comments like, "Oh, you look so good. You look so good." I mean, I'm very thankful. So besides the me being thin, oh, I didn't even tell you what my body shape is. So I'm between an hourglass shape and an athletic shape. So, to be more specific, my shoulders are slightly wider than my hips. So, that's where the athletic frame look comes in. But my waist is small. So, I'm a hybrid between a true hourglass and an athletic shape. So, I definitely get comments about my shape being more hourglass, which I'm very thankful for because I just don't want to look like a box at all ever. I aspire to have even a smaller waist, which before when I was 125, I measured I think at a 28, and now that I dropped 20 pounds, I'm a 25-inch waist, which is a godsend of a situation. So of course my waist is noticeably smaller. So yeah, those are the privileges I've noticed thus far, just being receiving more compliments as a petite, thin woman, um, and being lusted over and sexualized, which could be seen as like a con. But again, if you're looking to be more sexually desirable, at least if I truly wanted that, which it's got its pros and cons for sure, and that's another video that I'm probably going to make about that, like the pros and cons of being fetishized as a petite woman, a petite like small woman, thin framed woman, because there's like, I'm going to call it a corn video, if you know what I mean. I can't call it the other one with the P, but I'll just say in corn, there's that, what do you call it? Shit, that niche topic. It's, bigger men with smaller women. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I think it's hot, but again, that's another video. Oh gosh, I can make a ton of videos about all kinds of stuff. But I don't want to get too off topic. But yeah, there's that like fetishization of petite women, and I don't want to be too sexualized. Because that kind of sucks. Because it's like, I want to be taken seriously too, not just seen as some fetish. There's a lot of types of people out there that are fetishized, right? Like big women, BBWs, women that don't shave their hair. That's like a niche fetish, right? And I mean, I'm sure you can think of a bunch more, but that's kind of like the con, though, besides the privileges I just explained. But I want, God, I'm making this up. I want fairy privilege. And what I mean by that is just seen as cute, bubbly, pretty, small, needing help and being approached more. Like, that is like the ultimate goal. And it's not like I don't get that now. Once in a blue moon, I'll get that like out in public. Um, but I do want that fully. And I don't know that it would ever be fully realized, but I have yet to get to that 100-pound mark. And then I can make another video explaining my experiences as a 100-pound, 5 foot tall woman. I see pictures on Pinterest of women that are really, really thin. I have this board that I call skinny privilege because I'm just big into that topic. You know, I'm into that. I just am into that. So I find these pictures and not necessarily like I'm not for the A word, Sia, if you know what I mean. I'm not for that, but I am for just the thin, wispy look, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, those are just a few of the privileges that I've seen for myself. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. I really do want to hear your experiences with skinny privilege, thin privilege, and more specifically for my short ladies out there, if you have thin petite privilege, I would love to hear from you. Your experiences with that, how you've been treated by people. It could have its pros and cons, you know. Um, I have some experiences to talk about with just having petite privilege, not necessarily petite thin privilege, but petite privilege, not overweight, because I never was overweight in my life. That's another video. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys listening in. Please leave your comments down below. Subscribe. It hasn't really started to get brutal yet. The brutality is coming. And I'm not going to be making too many people happy about that. So stay tuned for more interesting topics I'm going to talk about. And of course, let's get a discussion going. Leave the comments below, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.